How you get it? Welcome to New England Plastic Car. What we have here is something a little different. It's a 1939 Ford, and it's a project. We've got projects all around. We got to thin some of these out. We have 66 GTO up on the lift, 60 Bel Air behind me, 442 over there, 51 Studebaker custom hot rod. But this is a work in progress. It's a 39 Ford two-door. It's on an S10 frame. It has power steering, power brakes, it has dual exhaust, it has a posi rear end. The rear end is no good. That's why I've just had it with this car. It's time for it to go to a new home. I bought this car to keep for myself, to do a full restoration on it. We've been going kind of nuts on the car. I bought it because under the hood there's a 327, 1968 327 dual quad side-by-side intake, electronic ignition, roller rockers, Corvette valve covers. We put tons of new parts in it. There's a new radiator, there's a new dual exhaust on the car. If she can point over that corner, transmission just blew up on me a night ago. So we just put a nice clean used transmission in it, turbo 350. Drive shaft is all set with new universals in it, although it's not in because as we got it running last night again, we found out that the rear end is no good in the car. Two problems with the car. No paperwork, no VIN tag. Came from a body shop that was doing a restoration on it. They're pretty easy to get VINs and titles and stuff like that for. There's a million of these old cars out there. But again, no VIN tag, no paperwork. And that's how I'm selling it as. I do have all the stainless that runs down the side of this car is in my office, and it is almost perfect. I mean, almost perfect. There's a couple ribs missing here. They are in my office. Some are bent. The guy I bought it off of backed into it with his dump truck when I was picking it up. There is no glass. What you see is what you get here. But what we do have here with this is I've installed gauges in it, oil pressure, amps, and the temperature gauge are in the car. It does have a tilt steering column, and it does lock. I installed switches, electric fan, fuel pump, electric fuel pump, and then of course ignition, and then a push button to start the car. Does have bucket seats in it, does have a floor shifter in it, automatic floor shifter. It's not hooked up, we just put the tranny in last night, rear end was no good, didn't want to go too much farther. The car has, some body work has been done to the car. The body's really straight, and it was kind of a rot-free car. Did have some holes, it's a 39 Ford, but I mean it wasn't all rusted and rotted and holes through it and just dented. It was relatively, as you see it right here, it was a really straight car. I will have my wife show you some pictures of inside the doors. The doors are always rotted in the bottoms. Doors are in really good shape. Has brand new floors, not by us, by the other body shop we got it from. They put floors in it to sit it on the S10 frame, correct?
Yeah.
All right, and I think they did a real nice job. There's new rear shocks on the car. There's new glass packs on the car. There's a new exhaust system on the car. Like I already said, new radiator on the car. There's new belts on the car. There's a fuel cell for the car that is over in the corner, but it does go with the car. I was just going to set it up in the trunk and run it that way. This is basically what I'm selling, except for some stainless that I do have. I think I do have the chrome piece that runs down the front here. I have no bumpers for this car. I have no glass for it. There's no window regulators in the front doors. There is handles to open and close the doors. We'll do a walk around so you can see a little better. There is the trunk does have the original latch on it with the light in it, and it is working. There's a molded rear bumper off a 73 MGB. It's been molded and customized and molded right into the car. Nice job. Looks very nice back there. Tail lights have been removed out of the fenders and they've been smooth. He was going to put cat's eyes or something on the car. Not really sure. First part of the car are the side plates here, the running boards, and they're not bad. They just need a little teeny bit of work. Come on, Chris, walk with me over here. Take a look over here. And as you can see, the running boards, there is some of them. This one here is not bolted on the car. This fender could use a little tightening up on it, but this is as far as the project got. The roof, gorgeous. The fender's gorgeous. The hood, gorgeous. Door, rear quarters, gorgeous. The rear trunk here, Chris, what do you think?
Yeah.
Look pretty good?
Yeah.
The rear trunk, very, very, very nice. I apologize for the dirty shop. It's in the middle of the season here, we're going nuts. The rear bumper, pan and rolled. The bumper is, this is all steel. This is a steel bumper that's been molded right into the car. And of course, the trunk latches up. New floor all put in the trunk. A couple pieces of steel here. We'll get rid of that one. There's another one there, Chrissy. Why don't you get that one out of there too? He did a nice job on the floor pan of this car, on the trunk pan of this car, and then molding everything in to make everything look like it's supposed to be there or it's always been there. My wife has some pictures of undercarriage we will post. We have some pictures of the engine inside as we first got the car. We started to dismantle it. You can see the roll of rockers. You can see how clean it is inside the engine. It sat for 15 years, we were told. The engine purrs like a kitten. Transmission's in great shape right now. The brakes do work, power brakes. I have front brakes at this time. The vacuum is not, I have rear brakes too, but the vacuum is not set up on the power booster, so you don't have power brakes right now. Right, Chris?
Yeah.
All right, let me put this down. All right, that works good. Again, there's no glass, but I do have the stainless. Give me a minute and I'll fire it up for you. I'll get right back to you. Thanks. Okay, so just a few things. It does have a brand new radiator. It's a Mustang, and I do believe it's a 3-core radiator. I want to apologize for the dustiness. It's a body shop. It's impossible to keep anything clean here. But Holley matching carburetors. It's Edelbrock high-rise intake, and they're side-by-side. I love that look in these cars. It's crazy. Corvette aluminum valve covers, aluminum intake, aluminum gooseneck on it. It does have power steering, no belt hooked up on it. The alternator is in the car. Electronic ignition, power booster, dual master cylinder. It has the automatic transmission lines that run up to the radiator, so there's no cooler. Does have an electric fan. It does work inside the car. You flip a switch up, it works good. Carburetors are tuned nice. I'll fire it up in a few minutes for you and let you see that. 12-volt system, of course. Electric fuel pump is mounted down inside the car, and that would run to the trunk for the fuel cell. But the fuel cell is not in the trunk right now. I'm running off a gas can to the side of the trunk. I really feel if the rear end wasn't blowing up, I'd be doing a driving photo of this, because this is the steering. It steers, it stops, it starts, the tranny shifts, all that kind of crap. But the rear end is just no good right now. So if someone out there is looking for this car, they got a rear end, the total rear end in it, you're well on your way with this project. Kind of a neat car. Inside this car, if my wife could come this way, or would you go that way, hon? You can look in through the doors. What we got here is, I don't know if there's enough light in here to see, but we've got a T-type Regal steering wheel, tilt, T-type Regal. The key does unlock the steering wheel, so it does lock. Directional system is in, it's not hooked up to the car. Does have a new fuse box put in it, but it's mostly homemade wiring in the car. And the homemade wiring is as simple as that goes up. If you listen, that's the electric fan. The second one will go up. Fuel pump. Third one goes up. Kicks on for ignition, and you just push that button and let me see if it fires. And she fires up. That's how she runs. That's how she starts. Like I said, 327. Everything's timed out pretty good. You can walk to the back, hun, so they can get a sound, so they can hear how it does idle. There you go. 327. I want to get a look at the inside of these doors. They're always rotted out in the bottom. They're always rusted. They're always dented. Again, the car was relatively straight and relatively rust and rot free. Doors are in good shape. That's a very usable running board on the side of the car. It just needs a little bit more work done. The rear fender's in good shape. Just needs a little bit more work done. This is as far as we're taking the project. If she can shoot across, you can see the other door is in the same condition. Doors are in very, very good shape. These things make great hot rods. I just love them. I think they're wild. It opens and closes very good. All the lines in the car are very, very good. The drip edge was taken off. round bar has been welded in. Nice job. I mean, that's just all smoothed out. You get that rotted drip edge in all these cars. That's been smoothed out. Nice piece of round bar welded in all the way to the back and hammered down. Both sides that's been done. But again, all this stainless, I have it, it's in my office, and it's in really, really, really good shape. It's in pop-in, you can pop it right back on the car, it's in that nice of shape. All the clips are even with it. Okay, so that's where we basically are. We got a picture of the engine, we got a picture of the inside. We started it, you've heard it. Tell me what you think about it. I got about $3,400 into the engine, transmission, and everything else. So, I mean, if you're interested in this car, it could be a great little project. Again, there is no title, there is no VIN tag. I'm going to say something else. There is a VIN tag in there, but there's nothing stamped on it, okay? So, I don't know if it was getting re-VINed or what, but there's a VIN tag in the car. It ain't got anything written on it. It's up under the dashboard. Let me know what you think. I got to move it. Project. No paperwork. Buy this car. This ain't fast and loud. We can't lose money here. We got to make money. Say bye-bye, Chrissy.
Bye.
See y'all later. Goodbye. Okay, just a few things. Like I said, we do have the stainless. I popped a couple pieces on so you can see what it looks like. I do have all the window garnishes too. They're in my office. Front, sides, and the back. I have all the window garnishes that go inside. There was a gas cap that we took a picture of the gas cap sitting on the side so you can get an idea of what that looks like. I was just going to run it straight down into the trunk and put the chrome cap on. It looks sweet. I just wanted to give you a couple give you a shot of what the stainless looks like on the car. I have all of it. I have the double pieces in the hood, a piece here, even a Ford emblem for the back of the car. I have, it's in good shape. All right, good talking to you. Say bye, Chris.
Bye.